Hi there and Happy New Year 2023. I welcome you to something that will likely be one of my shorter videos, but you will find out in a second. As always, I just want to tell you thank you for watching. Okay, full disclosure, today is already Monday and I'm filming this video a little bit late, but I hope it will still be up in time as usual at 7 p.m. in the evening. So I'm sitting here, as you can see, a little bit in the rain, but I hope I can power through. So why will that video be shorter as usual, you are asking? Well, because basically the first 2 days of this week were Sunday and Monday, the two Christmas holidays. And I didn't do much other than relaxing and having a feast each day, because like I told you last week, my family has the tradition of eating a goose leg each day on Christmas Eve, first and second day of Christmas. So that was going on. Here is day one. And this is what I came up with on day two. And on Tuesday, the 27th, I basically just was eating some leftovers, which was the vegetables I used to cook up the goose, and some dumplings, which turned out to be even more rich than having another goose leg. And that actually upset my tummy a little bit, because I guess it was just too rich. However, Tuesday evening, I was picking up my sister as she was returning from her stint over with my nephew and my niece. And it was quite funny because I didn't told her that I would pick her up. I was waiting patiently and at a place where I was sure she had to pass through because I knew in which cart she was sitting. However, I didn't take into account that there might be more than one stairways. So that is why I then had to hurry, and I found her quite quickly, but as you can see, she did not really recognize that someone was standing behind her for quite a while. Which didn't surprise me, because one time I was standing like 3 minutes beside her on a bus stop, really like half a meter beside her, and she didn't notice me because she just doesn't pay attention to what's happening around her when she is on her way with the public transportation. But finally she noticed me, and then everything was fine. From Wednesday till Friday I was just busy with work, or at least trying to work, because honestly I think I had to fight off a little bit of a work depression. Because I was sitting in front of my computer, I had a lot of work to do. I tried, I couldn't really find a way to tackle the work. I then eventually managed to do it, but it took me way too long, and it really is something I guess I need to address this year, and I need to find out some ways to handle my day job again, because those last few days were almost as bad as when I had to take a pause from work 2 years ago. So I guess that is something I need to reevaluate. But I don't want to drag you down. I mean, one productive thing I did in between, and that was repairing my radiator in the bedroom, because that was broken since last year. I managed to figure out what was wrong with it and repair it, so now I can rely on it again, because in the meantime I had my small Dyson heater that was just rotating a little bit in the night to keep me warm. That of course costs a lot of energy, and also if that thing would have broken, then I would have had no radiator, no heat in the bedroom. That would be quite bad. I was glad that I managed to do that, even though right now, as you might see the temperatures, I'm sitting here in my light jacket. The temperatures are quite high. It's almost like spring right now, but they are supposed to go down again, and when that happens, I want to be prepared. On Saturday, which was New Year's Eve, I was just heading out to, but well, let's hear it from this guy. Oh, hello, we have New Year's Eve today, and I just left my flat and was a little bit shocked because I came out and it was actually warm. We have 13 degrees Celsius today, which is like spring temperatures, not really winter, but I don't complain. As you might hear in the background, there's already a little bit of fireworks going on because some people are celebrating a little bit prematurely. But I'm on my way to get some Pfannkuchen, which is a German tradition, and it is some kind of a sugar glazed donut filled with marmalade. And we have a tradition in Germany to eat one in the new year. So I will get some so that we can have them after midnight today. I still have one left today, so here you can see how those guys look like. And then in the evening, to actually celebrate New Year's Eve, I was visiting my friends Alex and Chrissy, and they were, like the last few years, having a nice party with raclette, with a lot of meat, with cheese, a nice rich evening with fun talking and stuff like that. So I enjoyed that quite a lot. And I enjoyed it a little bit too much, I guess, because I completely forgot to take any footage and film anything. I only just remembered at the very end, so I cannot show you how everything looked like when we started to eat. And I can't even show you everyone who was there, but that just goes to show that it was a really fun evening. I left there around 3 in the morning and then headed back with the public transportation, which worked kind of nicely, actually, which was a surprise to me. But as you might know, in Germany it's still mandatory to wear a mask in public transportation. So it was funny to see someone who was working for the company that is supposed to enforce that, driving in a train, not having a mask at all. So I guess I cannot complain about passengers not wearing them if not even the personnel is doing that. But it also irritated me a little bit. But then at the end of the day, I also saw a couple that was dressed quite interestingly. I guess they were coming from an orgy or something, I don't know. Maybe they were just standing in the rain or something. I have no idea, but take a look. Okay, then Sunday of course was weighing day, and as I was pretty much expecting, I was gaining weight because of all the rich food this week, and that was something that I was announcing last week already, that I don't expect my weight to stay as is. I was a little bit surprised how much I gained. It was 2.5 kilos, which is over 5 pounds. I guess it's almost 6 pounds. So it's quite a lot, but knowing my body, I guess next week it will go down again. Interesting fact though, like I told you last week, I had the suspicion that my muscle mass would come in with a delay. And last week I was walking a lot, this week I wasn't. Still my muscle mass went up and my body fat went down, even though I gained weight. So I guess that might be true that this always happens like with 1 week delay. But I will have a look at it, because then that would mean next week it has to go down. If that is true, then I guess I have a pretty solid theory there. Okay, that's it for this week. I hope your week was fantastic. Mine was not that successful, but I enjoyed it nevertheless. And I hope you did as well. I hope we see each other again next week. And as always, thank you for watching this. Have a nice week.